Greetings and salutations. Welcome once again to the weird world of Dr. Diablo, episode 4. And in this series, as well as showing you strange, weird items and incredible sideshow stunts, we're also going to tell you stories about eccentric entertainers from our past. And today, we're going to tell you a rather interesting story about this chap over here. As I'm sure you'll all recognise, this is Harry Houdini, the famous magician and escape artist, born in Budapest, Hungary on March the 24th, 1876. He actually died in America, Detroit, on Halloween night, October 31st, 1926. Out of all the escapes that Houdini attempted in his career, one is still shrouded in mystery: the Mirror Cuffs Challenge. And here they are, the Mirror Cuffs. In 1904, whilst performing in London, Houdini was challenged by the Daily Mirror newspaper to escape from a set of manacles that it had taken Birmingham locksmith Nathaniel Hart 5 years to custom build. On March the 17th, 4,000 people crowded into the London Hippodrome to watch Houdini's attempt. Houdini was locked into the manacles, and he retreated into a canvas cabinet which he called his ghost house to protect the secret of the escape. After quite a long time, Houdini came out of the cabinet, still manacled and dripping in sweat. He asked if he could have the cuffs removed momentarily so that he could remove his jacket. The Mirror representative, though, Frank Parker, refused, as he thought that if Houdini saw how the cuffs opened, this would give him an advantage. At this, Houdini took out a penknife and, placing it in his mouth, he cut away his coat, to great cheers from the audience. Back into the cabinet he went. After 56 minutes, Bess Houdini, sensing that her husband was struggling, came out and gave her husband a glass of water and a kiss for good luck. After nearly an hour and 10 minutes, Houdini finally emerged from the cabinet triumphant and free from the Mirror Challenge handcuffs. The crowd went wild. Houdini was in tears, nearly collapsing with exhaustion, but relief from what he said in later life was his most difficult challenge. And yet to this day, the mystery still resolves. How? How did Houdini get out of the Mirror Challenge cuffs? Well, there are some theories. Some people think that, well, Bess saw her husband struggling. She knew that he couldn't get out of the cuffs, and so she pleaded with the Mirror representatives for the key, which they eventually gave her. She then secreted the key to Houdini in her kiss, sneaking it into his mouth, or perhaps in the glass of water. However, this does seem an unlikely theory because the key that opened the cuff was nearly 6 inches long. There are also some discrepancies in the story. First, Houdini supposedly didn't see the set of cuffs until the day of the escape, and yet these custom-built manacles fit Houdini's wrists perfectly. Also, on May the 14th, after the escape, the Daily Mirror presented Houdini with a solid silver replica set of cuffs as a memento of his great success. Hallmarks on these cuffs gave away that they were actually manufactured and made a full year before Houdini even attempted the escape. Finally, Houdini, when he was attempting a challenge escape, would usually be searched on the stage. Well, this obviously didn't happen in this case, otherwise they would have found the pocket knife hidden in Houdini's jacket. So, how did Houdini escape from the mirror challenge cuffs? It's most likely that Houdini had arranged the whole thing with the Daily Mirror, and the performance was nothing but an example of his great showmanship and genius for publicity. And yet, over 100 years later, nobody really knows. Well, a fascinating story about a fascinating man. And we'll have more on these eccentric entertainers in subsequent episodes. But right now, if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, like and share the video amongst your friends, and you will have a chance to win your very own Dr. Diablo's Sideshow t-shirt. Now, you're only going to have 2 more chances to win one of these, because we will be pulling the winner out of the hat in episode 6. So don't forget, subscribe, like and share. And for me, Dr. Diablo, may the weird be with you, and we'll see you next time.